The Scrutiny by Richard Lovelace. The Scrutiny begins in medias res and is written as a dramatic monologue directly addressed to the speaker's presumably female lover. It is the morning after the night before, and the speaker is somewhat curtly admonishing his nighttime companion's insistence that he must remain faithful. Indeed, he sounds more than a little bored of her attractions and damns her with faint praise of her brown hair. Brown is a hair colour rarely celebrated in love poetry compared to the raven tresses, golden locks, or auburn curls of the brunette, the blonde, and the redhead. Some have even suggested that the brown hair is in fact pubic hair. Women are seen through the narrow prism of the male gaze, literally so if we consider the poem's title. They are passive objects to be admired and desired. Notice how the qualities of women presented in the poem are linked with appearance, face, beauties, black and fair. Moreover, women are to be possessed as treasure or as spoils, heavily implying they are merely prizes to be won. This belittling of women simultaneously elevates the man to the position of being a victor, and a skilled one at that, since he likens himself to a mineralist and a military hero. Consequently, the speaker's attitude towards all other beauties is, from a modern perspective, sexist and selfish at best, and downright misogynistic and predatory at worst. He makes it clear that it is in his, and by extension all men's, nature to wish to sow his wild oats. Ideally, this should be involving deflowering virgins, as the none too subtle unploughed up ground implies, but will certainly at least include a great number of lovers in order to gratify fully his sexual desires until he is laden and sated. This is a poem about love at its most gluttonly lustful. Equally, given the poem's short lines and status as a lyric, it can be argued that the views presented are not to be taken seriously. The poem was written in 1642 as the country was sliding into civil war, a conflict in which Lovelace took part, so it could be seen as an entertaining diversion from the grim political reality. The poem is just another example of a skilled poet playing with ideas for the amusement of others who wouldn't recognise or understand today's sensitivities about gender. Even so, by excusing Lovelace as indulging in mere banter, we risk brushing the still damaging stereotypes under the poetic carpet. In keeping with many of the other poems in the anthology, the lady is silent, and it is the male voice which dominates. Furthermore, a sophistic argument is used by the speaker to justify his sexual activity on his own terms for his gratification. For example, he suggests that he is doing his lover a favour, because it means that she is free to pursue other men. The most audacious moment, though, must be the poem's conclusion, where the speaker makes the outrageous claim that the woman may ultimately be a beneficiary of his infidelity, since the experiences will make him a more skilled lover for when he returns. If he returns.